race on Wednesday and Thursday this week. We've talked about them. We've previewed games with them, but a few of those games have been postponed. And I guess since we last talked about Team USA, what are maybe some of the things that you're noticing about their squad?
Well, we're going to play the younger group this time, and they're a high octane offensive group. So we're really going to need to make sure we're managing pucks and making them defend. And I think if we do that, then we'll be a real tough opponent for them. But watching back some of their games and the way they score goals, it's a lot of it's in transition. They get a turnover and they're gone, and they'll take advantage of you. They're a great skating group, and it's probably one of the best young teams that they've had in years.
And when we talked about Team USA before, I think we were talking about the older group before. And the one thing that you mentioned is just they get a little bit more of a firm grasp on what their body can't do and what it can do when they're 18 and things like that. Do you notice that rawness with this group as they're just those 17-year-olds?
Yeah, there's a little bit of like fearlessness to them, and they're willing to try anything. So it's kind of you have to be on your toes all the time and prepare. I think, but their bodies are still maturing, and that's where we could use our size and our strength a little bit and try to make sure that they have to play in some hard areas that they don't, they're not accustomed to. They want that open space. They want to be able to make everything into a track meet. So we've got to find ways to make them in their own zone really spend time and try to wear them down with our size and our strength.
Is that a common thing that you've noticed with the U17s?
Yeah, it is. It is. Like once we start talking about the 18s, we'll talk about how big and strong and how much they've changed in 1 year. The player that was 5'9" and 165 pounds all of a sudden is 5'11", 190 that following year. So they changed so much in that 1 year going through the program, and so we just you kind of know what you're going to have that's an advantage. But like I really mean it with this young group. They're extremely talented, and we'll have to be prepared for to manage our pucks and make them defend.